Henry, the smartest lizard in town.
Boasting again, Henry?
Hey, who's boasting? Don't mind him. He's just the narrator.
Just tell them what to do, Henry.
Okay. Give a lizard a hard time, why don't you? If you're new to Amazing Animals, you've got to click the New User button and type your name. If you've played before, click the Names button, then choose your name from the list. Now, click the Open button to get to my toy box.
And don't forget, if you need any help, just click on Henry.
Hey, I said I was smart.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Lilbumblebear's Let's Play. I'm Kristen and I'm here with another amazing Dorling and Kindersley game. This is Amazing Animals. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Maybe you remember playing this game. And of course, subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. Check out the playlist in the description box to see all the other DK games on this channel. I have a Twitter and Instagram you can follow, a streaming channel, and a Discord server with the kindest community on the internet. So if you use Discord, feel free to use the invite link in the description box and join us. All right, let's get to some amazing animals. Enjoy.
Hey, welcome to my toy box. Here you've got games and activities, animal movies, and an animal expert book full of amazing facts. Best of all, you can win stickers for the book by playing the games.
Enough of the hard sell, Henry. Just tell them how to get around.
He's always butting in. Okay, you can click in the middle to open the animal expert book, or click in any corner of the toy box to zoom in. Then check out the games and activities there. It's that easy.
Oh, you're so smart, Henry. But you forgot to tell them about the compass.
Wise guy. If you want extra help or options, click on the compass. Now, let's get rid of him and have some fun. This book is full of amazing animal facts, which you can save and print off. Click on the right corner to turn the page. To go back, click on the left corner. Click the tabs to go to a different section of the book, and click the ribbon to go to the first page. Hey! I almost forgot to tell you. If you see a cartoon animal zoom across the screen, click on it to win an amazing animal sticker.
Armored. The African elephant is the largest animal on land. It lives for up to 70 years, eating only grasses, leaves, and fruits. The elephant's wrinkly hide is often caked by mud from...
Elephants are like huge, impenetrable tanks. Their sheer size and their tough skin protect them from attack. Armed with sharp tusks, elephants clash with rivals to compete for power within the herd. Don't worry, these baby African elephants are only play fighting.
The African elephant is...
Did you know a baby elephant weighs more than an adult human when...
Where... Loxodonta... The Bactrian camel is well suited to life in the harsh desert of Central Asia. Its long, shaggy coat keeps it warm during the cold nights, and its wide feet help it to walk across sand without sinking. The camel even has long eyelashes to protect its eyes from wind-blown...
Did you know a camel can last for up to 10 months without...
Where... Armored...
In this cinema... Hey, I just got bigger.
We've zoomed in, Henry.
Technology. Don't you just love it? If you are playing on your own, just press OK. If you want to play against a friend, press the Two Players button. Type your friend's name into the box and then press OK. Pick the level you want to play. In this game, you've got to unscramble some pretty scrambled up pictures. Choose a picture by clicking on the up or down arrows and then clicking the picture you want. I'll scramble up the picture, and you've got to sort out the mess. Drag each piece to where you think it belongs. If you're playing on a harder level, I might mess up the pieces a little while you're playing, so watch out. The smarter you are, the fewer moves you need to make to unscramble the picture. The number of moves you've made appears next to your name. Get the picture in fewer moves than my target, and you could win a sticker. Click the New Game button to start over. Player 1.
Amazing score! Do you want to play the quiz? What kind of animal is a killer whale? A. A whale. B. A dolphin. C. Well done! That's the correct answer. You
have to return to the quiz by clicking behind the book before you can go any.
Player 1.
Amazing score! Why does a walrus have a thick layer of blubber? A. Because it needs to diet. B. To protect it from attack. C. To protect it. Well done! That's the correct answer. You
have to return to the quiz by clicking.
Player 1.
amazing What is a tree pangolin's body covered with? A. A suit of armor. B. Tough scales. C. Leaves. Well done. That's the correct answer. You.
Player one.
Amazing score. Do you want to play the quiz? What happens to baby plaice when they grow up? A. Their bodies become flatter. B. They move to live near the shore. C. They. Well done. That's the correct answer. You.
Player one.
Amazing. Where do perch live? A. In fresh water. B. In rivers, lakes, and salty seas. C. Sorry, that's the wrong answer, so you don't win a sticker this time. Try again.
Player one.
Amazing. How many eggs does a barn owl lay? A. Between 1 and 4. B. Between 4 and 7. C. Between 40. Well done. That's the correct answer. You.
Animal.
Player one.
Amazing. How does the anaconda eat its victim? A. Well done. That's the correct answer. You.
Dangerous.
Player one.
What will a funnel web spider attack? A. Only small insects. B. Only funnels and webs. C. Anything that... Well done. That's the correct answer. You...
Player one.
Amazing score. Do you want to play... Who looks after a baby cuckoo? A. A friendly squirrel. B. Its parents. C. Another bird. Well done. That's the correct answer. You...
Player one.
Amazing score. Why do jaguars have to sneak up close to their prey? A. Because they have poor eyesight. B. Because they can't run long distances. C. Because... Well done. That's the correct answer. You...
Player one.
Amazing score. How long might a young chimp stay with its mother? A. Up to 3 months. B. Up to 30 years. C. Up to 3... Well done. That's the correct answer. You...
Player one.
Amazing score. Where does the postman caterpillar get its poison? A. From the plants that it eats. B. From the drugstore. C. It is born. Sorry, that's the wrong answer, so you don't win a sticker this time. Try again.
Player one.
Amazing. How did the vampire bat get its name? A. It only flies at night. B. It drinks the blood of birds and animals. C. It can only be killed by a... Well done! That's the correct answer. You...
Player one.
Amazing! Why does the alligator hold its victims underwater? A. To wash them. B. To drown them. C. To teach them. Well done! That's the correct answer. You...
Dangerous.
Player one.
Amazing! What does a rattlesnake use its rattle for? A. For entertaining its babies. B. For warning other animals that it is angry or scared. C. For stinging it. Well done! That's the correct answer. You... Are you sure you want to... Your mission. You have 60 seconds to shoot photos of scaly animals. You get bonus points for shooting the cartoon animals, but you lose points for shooting the wrong... Amazing score! Do you want to play the quiz? Why do perch have dark bars on their sides? A. To scare their victims. B. To disguise them among underwater grasses and roots. C. Because they rub against underwater. Well done. That's the correct answer. You. Your mission. You have. Where is a scorpion's poisonous stinger? A. Well done. That's the correct answer. You. Are you sure?
In this game, you've got to match some incredible facts to some amazing animal pictures. Read the facts on the card. Then click on the animal you think matches the facts. If you're right first time, you get bonus points. But the longer you take to get the question right, the fewer points you get. You've got to get more than my target score to have a chance of winning a sticker. Your current score appears next to your name. If you want to play again, click the New Game button. Have fun!
I live in African jungles. I eat fruit, leaves, and bamboo. I give birth to a single baby. I am about 5 to 6. I live in the grasslands of tropical Africa. I eat leaves, buds, and seeds. I give birth to a single baby. I am up to 19. I live in Southeast Asia. I eat deer, wild pigs, and birds. I lay up to 100 eggs. I am up. I live worldwide, but not Antarctica. I eat birds, mice, and other things. I give birth to up to 8. I live in tropical coral reefs in the ocean. I eat sponges and small water plants. I lay eggs that hatch into larvae.
Then
I live in coral reefs and shallow waters. I eat things that stick to my tentacles. I release. I live in marshes and low-lying places. I eat small insects and slugs. I lay up to 10,000 eggs in a pool of water. I am up to 4 inches.
Then
Green. I live in woodland and rocky places. I eat plants and fruit. I lay 2 to 3 eggs with leathery shells. I am up to 6 inches.
Then
I live in woodland. I eat mice, voles, and young birds. I give birth to 4 to 6 young. I am up to 10 inches.
Then
I live in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. I eat tiny plants called algae. I lay eggs that hatch into larvae. I am up to 8. Search.
Amazing score! What is so special about the Gaboon viper's fangs? A. They inject a powerful poison. Sorry, that's the wrong answer, so you don't win a sticker this time. Try again. Are you sure you...
Well, what do we... Welcome to the stationery box. From here, you can create your own postcard, greeting cards, labels, and other stationery stuff. There are lots of amazing animal designs you can use to customize your stationery. First, you gotta click the button next to the type of stationery that you want. Then, click on the amazing animal picture that you want. Finally, click the Save button. Your stationery is saved onto your hard disk, and you can print it out later. Remember, kids, if you want to cut out the printed cards and labels, make sure that you get an adult to help you. Scissors can be dangerous. Well, so long, and don't forget to write me.
Cards and in... Right. And business.
Are you a copycat? You'd better be if you want to play this game. I'll choose 4 different animal sounds and play a string of them together. You've got to remember the sounds and play them back to me in the right order. Click on the 4 animal buttons to make the sounds. I'll keep playing more sounds if you can copy me. The more sounds you remember, the more you fill the score bar. And if you get to the top, you could win a sticker. Click the New Game button to start over. Do you copy?
Are you sure you want to... What is a squirrel's favorite food? Well done. That's the correct answer. You... Are you sure you...
Yikes! It's the pixelator! Don't get on the wrong side of this machine. The pixelator fuzzes up a picture of an animal. When you've guessed the animal, click on its name. The longer you wait, the less fuzzy the picture, but the lower your score. In this game, you've got to get more than my target score to have a chance of winning a sticker. Watch the clock. You don't have all day. When you've clicked on the correct animal, the pixelator fuzzes up a new picture. Your current score appears next to your name. If you want to play again, click the New Game button. Fan- That's
Too bad. You, are you sure you want...
I've got a stack of cute animal babies who've lost their parents. Will you help me match them up? Click on one card to turn it over. Click on another card, and if you've matched a baby with its parent, they go back home together. If the pair of cards don't match, they turn back over. You've got to remember where the animals are and pair them up. The number of moves you've made appears next to your name. Match all the pairs in fewer moves than my target, and you could win a sticker. Your running score appears next to your name. Click the New Game button if you want to play again. Let's match the pairs.
Gray, gray, smew, barn, gray, 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 smew.
Too bad. Are you sure you...
Hey, how did this giraffe get here?
By Jeep?
Look, there's only one comedian around here, okay? So you've got a party to go to, and you want to be a little different, maybe a little scary or cute. Well, here you can save some amazing mask pictures to print out and wear. Click the arrow buttons to select an animal that you want, then use the buttons below to choose whether you want the mask colored in or if you want to color it yourself. When you're ready to save, click the Save button. Then print out your saved picture. Remember, you must ask an adult to help you cut the mask out. Scissors can be dangerous. My favorite mask is a mask of me, but you can only print out the Henry mask if you've collected all 120 amazing animal stickers. You really have to be an animal expert. If you've got an internet connection, you can hook
Animal.
Armored The black rhinoceros has thick, baggy skin. Its skin is so tough that even the claws of a big cat cannot tear it. Despite its size, the black rhino can gallop very fast. If it feels threatened, the rhino will lower its sharp, pointed horn and charge.
Did you know rhinos are creatures of habit? They follow the same paths at the same time.
Where dugongs live in shallow coastal waters where the temperature dugongs live in shallow coastal waters where the temperature of the sea is mild. They have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, which helps to keep them warm. When resting, dugongs sometimes stand on their tails in the water, which led early sailors to think they were...
Did you know, after taking a deep breath, a dugong can stay underwater for up to 10...
Where this short-nosed echidna has a coat of long, sharp spines to protect itself from predators. If attacked, the echidna will roll itself up and burrow quickly down into the soil, or wedge itself into a crack in the rocks with its spines.
Did you know the echidna is one of only 3 types of mammals to live?
Where the largest of all the seals is the enormous elephant seal. It lives in the seas off Antarctica, coming ashore to breed on remote islands. Under the elephant seal's skin, there is a thick layer of fat called blubber, which keeps it warm in some of the coldest, windiest places.
Did you know seals swim by using their front flippers like oars to push themselves? Cool! You've...
Armored elephant, the largest of... Where? Armored... The African elephant... The African... Dangerous... Armored... Elephant, the giant African snail has a ready-made fortress on its back. If it is attacked, it can quickly pull its soft, slimy body into its tough shell, sealing up the entrance to protect itself. Few predators can then find a way in and make a meal out.
Did you know snails have rough, jagged tongues which they use to scrape leaves from...
Where? The giant armadillo wears its very own suit of armor. Its body is covered with hard, bony shields, joined together with tough skin. If attacked, the giant armadillo can tuck its short legs under its body so that its armor touches.
Did you know armadillos can swim? They gulp down air to help themselves float across small...
Where? The giant clam is the largest mollusk in the world. Its enormous hinged shell can weigh up to 700 pounds and is usually open so that the clam can feed. However, if the clam is attacked, the two halves can quickly snap shut to protect its...
Did you know giant clams have millions of tiny plants growing in their bodies? These produce food for...
Where? When the beautiful golden beetle is not flying, it folds its delicate wings away under tough protective wing cases. The beetle's shiny golden color protects it too. The wing cases reflect the light and make it hard for enemies to see the beetle.
Did you know there are at least 350,000 types of beetle in...
Where? When the...
Cool! You've...
Armored... Gold with... Goliath. The huge Goliath beetle is the heaviest living insect. It protects its delicate wings and soft body with tough wing cases, which other animals find hard to chew. These wing cases also help to stop the beetle's body from drying out. Despite its size, the Goliath beetle is a harmless...
Did you know beetles begin life as soft, wriggly grubs called...
Where? The green toad has warts on its skin that produce poison. This poison protects it against predators. Green toads hunt for small insects at night, mainly on land. Male toads have special external pouches called vocal sacs. They use these to make croaking calls to attract females.
Did you know female green toads lay up to 40,000 eggs each year in 2 long...
Where? A hedgehog's back is covered in tough, prickly spines. If a hedgehog is frightened, it will curl up into a ball, protecting its soft underbelly from predators. Unfortunately, the hedgehog's spines do not protect it from automobiles, and many of these creatures die every year.
Did you know baby hedgehog spines are soft so that they don't prickle their...
Where the hermit crab can't grow a shell of its own, so it hooks the soft part of its body inside an empty snail shell, or sometimes a hollow root or stem. It can use its legs to pull itself along the seabed. If attacked, the crab holds its large front claw across the shell's entrance.
Did you know most crabs live in shallow water? They often come out of the water to hunt for food.
Hermit crabs live inside the shells of dead animals, their soft body curled up and protected inside the shell. When they grow out of their shell, they move into one more spacious. Using their large front claw to steady themselves, they hoist their curled body into their new home. Sometimes hermit crabs fight over a good home. The winner gets the shell, and the loser is forced to look elsewhere.
Armored the hermit where The enormous hippopotamus is one of the biggest land animals. Its tough, baggy hide protects it from its enemies. When it feels threatened, the hippo opens its mouth wide to show its long, curved teeth. The hippo spends most of its time keeping cool in lake.
Did you know a hippopotamus has webbed toes, which help it to swim? It can stay underwater for up to 6...
Where lobsters live in rocky crevices in the sea. The lobster has a tough, chalky shell called an exoskeleton. As the lobster gets bigger, it has to shed its shell and grow a new one. While the new shell grows, the lobster hides its soft body from...
Did you know the lobster is a relative of the woodlouse? And
Where the muskox is covered in a very long, thick, shaggy coat to help it survive the freezing Arctic winters. Muskox live in large groups called herds. During the worst winter weather, muskox huddle together for warmth, keeping their calves snugly in the center.
did you know young musk ox are born with a thick...
Where a narwhal is a type of small whale. It has only 2 teeth, and these are found at the tip of the upper jaw. In the male narwhal, the left-hand tooth grows into a long tusk that the whale can use as a danger.
Did you know, hundreds of years ago, people thought the narwhal's tusk was the horn of the mythical
Where this lizard lives on the ground and is well shielded from its enemies. As well as having hard body plates, it also has head plates fused to its skull. It hunts during the day, looking for insects to eat. Despite its armor, it is a timid animal and darts into its burrow at the first sign.
Did you know female-plated lizards dig out shallow pits and lay 4 or 5...
Where The porcupine's furry coat hides thousands of sharp, spiky hairs, called quills. If attacked, the porcupine raises its quills and turns its back, lashing its tail fiercely. Most predators can't find a way past this quivering, spiny screen.
Did you know porcupines are nocturnal? This means that they sleep during the day and are...
Where? Postman. The spines and striking colors of the postman caterpillar act as a warning. They are telling predators to keep away because the caterpillar contains a poisonous chemical. This poison comes from the leaves of passionflower vines, which form the entire diet of the postman.
Did you know postman caterpillars can be bred in...
Where? Sea cucumbers have thick, leathery skins as armor, and their long, bumpy bodies make them look a little like cucumbers. There are more than 1,000 different species of sea cucumber. The cluster of tentacles at one end of the animal helps to direct food.
Did you know sea cucumbers have been found 6 miles below the water's...
Where? The sea urchin has a hard, ball-shaped skeleton, thickly covered with sharp, brittle spines. Most sea animals would prefer to eat something less spiky, so they leave the sea urchin alone. The sea urchin moves around slowly on tiny tube feet, searching for creatures.
Did you know a sea urchin has tiny pincers between its spines that stop small animals setting up home?
Where? Instead of soft, flexible scales, the spiny boxfish has a stiff casing of tough, bony plates. Unlike most fish, the boxfish swims quite slowly, so it cannot easily escape from predators. Living inside a strong box is an unusual way of keeping safe from attack by hungry sea.
Did you know a boxfish's bony case has small openings for its eyes, mouth, gills, and...
Where? The armored body of the spiny starfish is a perfect defense against most attackers. Its mouth and important organs are on the underside of its body, safely protected. Starfish use suckers on their feet.
Did you know, although most spiny starfish have 5 arms, some have 10 or...
Where? Armored. The African elephant. Armored. The spiny-tailed lizard has an unusual way of defending itself. Its tail is covered in sharp, pointed scales which stick up like spikes. If it is attacked, the lizard lashes its tail from side to side to try to fight.
Did you know, after the cold of the night, lizards like to bask in the sun to warm up their stiff...
Where? The surgeonfish uses its back spine and the sharp spines either side of its tail to defend itself if it is threatened. These spines look like a surgeon's knife, and they can deeply cut anything that comes too close. Surgeonfish live in tropical seas and eat tiny plants called...
Did you know the other common name for a surgeonfish is a...
Where? The tortoise is protected by a bony shell covered in thick horn. If it is threatened, the tortoise will tuck its head and feet safely inside its shell. This simple method of defense stops most predators in their tracks. Then, when the coast is clear, The tortoise comes out of it.
Did you know some giant tortoises can live to be more than 150?
Where? Tree. The strange tree pangolin lives amongst the branches of rainforest trees. Its body is covered in tough scales, which act as a suit of armor, protecting the pangolin from its enemies. The pangolin uses its long tail as an extra hand to grip onto trees.
Did you know pangolins break open ant and termite nests and lick up the insects with their long, sticky...
Where? The huge walrus lives at the edge of the polar ice in the bitterly cold seas of the Arctic. Its thick skin and long, sharp tusks help to defend it from attack. The walrus is so strong that it can drive off a polar bear.
Did you know under its skin a walrus has a thick layer of fat called blubber?
Where? Dangerous. The alligator's enormous jaws are lined with sharp, pointed teeth. Even big animals like deer aren't safe from this fearsome hunter. Seizing its victim, it holds it under the water until it drowns. Then the alligator tears off pieces of flesh and swallows.
Did you know an alligator clamps its nostrils and ears shut before diving down?
Where? The anaconda is one of the biggest snakes in the world, growing up to 30 feet long. It lives near water, feeding mainly on birds and mammals. The anaconda throws its huge coils around its victim, which dies from suffocation. The prey is then swallowed, head.
Did you know the anaconda has special heat-seeking pits on its head, which tell it when a man...
Where? The delicate snake-lox anemone's tentacles wave gracefully in the ocean currents. Each tentacle contains thousands of poisonous threads which can quickly flick out to trap the anemone's next meal. The victim is pulled down into the anemone's gut, where it is...
Did you know most anemones withdraw their tentacles when out of water, but the snake-lox anemone...
Where? The black panther is a superb hunter, silently stalking through the shadowy forest. When it is close enough, the panther suddenly pounces on its prey, sinking its sharp teeth into its neck. The panther sometimes drags its victim up into a tree to keep it away from other hungry...
Did you know a black panther is really a kind...
Where? Black widow. One bite from a black widow spider's poisonous fangs can kill a large animal in a few hours. However, black widows are not usually aggressive. The male black widow spider is much smaller than the female. After mating, the female black widow often eats.
Did you know spiders spin their webs from silk thread, which they make inside...
The fearsome black widow spider is one of the most dangerous spiders in the world. Its lethal bite can even kill human beings. Here, a scorpion has been trapped in the spider's sticky web. Just one poisonous jab kills the scorpion with barely a struggle. The black widow spider can now enjoy its huge supper at its leisure.
Dangerous. Black widow. One bite. Where? The cane toad is as big as a small plate, which makes it one of the largest toads in the world. It is also very poisonous. If a cane toad senses danger, it can squeeze poison out of special tubes behind its eyes to defend itself.
Did you know a cane toad can lay up to 20,000 eggs?
Where There are many types of sea snails known as cone shells. Each shell is the home of a tiny animal. Cone shells are found in many different seas and oceans. Although the colors and patterns on the shell itself are attractive, you must be careful, because some are very...
Did you know the most valuable shell on Earth is the glory of the seas cone? There are fewer than 100...
Where This Nile crocodile looks slow and sleepy as it basks in the sunshine by rivers and lakes, but it really is a savage hunter. The crocodile creeps up on its victim, seizes it with its powerful jaws, and drags it down to a water.
Did you know crocodiles do not have lips? Instead, they have a special valve that stops water flowing into...
Where Funnel web. The Australian funnel web spider is one of the most poisonous animals in the world. It will attack anything that moves, including human beings. Its deadly fangs can easily bite through skin. A bite from a funnel web spider can kill a person in less than...
Did you know funnel web spiders line their burrows with sheets of silk and sleep...
Where The Gila monster is one of only 2 kinds of poisonous lizard. It stores poison in its lower jaw, which is injected into its victims when it bites them. Gila monsters hunt at night, snapping up mice, snakes, and other lizards in the...
Did you know there are more than 3,000 types of...
Where The great white shark is the largest and most deadly hunting shark. It eats fish and seals, but it has been known to attack and kill humans too. Like most sharks, it hunts by sense of smell, closing in quickly on its victims and ripping them apart with its razor.
Did you know there are nearly 200 different types of shark? Some are only 6 inches. Did you know?
Where The harpy eagle is the largest, most powerful bird of prey in the world. It flies rapidly through the treetops where it lives, chasing monkeys and other animals. The harpy eagle seizes its victim in its huge curved talons. It then tears its prey apart with its...
Did you know the harpy eagle is one of the world's rarest birds? Very few are... Did you know?
Where The killer whale hunts in packs, attacking seals and fish. Even animals on land are not safe from the killer whale. In a terrifying show of power and strength, this fearsome hunter will leap out of the sea to take a seal.
Did you know whales and dolphins are mammals?
Where The huge king cobra injects a deadly poison when it strikes. A bite from this snake can kill an elephant within hours and a human in just 20 minutes.
know the king cobra is the largest poisonous snake?
Where? The Komodo dragon is the biggest lizard living today and grows up to 10 feet long. It has powerful claws and sharp teeth. The fierce Komodo dragon eats large animals such as deer.
Did you know Komodos can easily climb trees? And they are also...
Where? The lion's sharp teeth and powerful muscles make it a fearsome hunter. Lions live in family groups called prides. Despite their fierce reputation, lions actually spend about 20 hours a day asleep. Female lions usually hunt at night, teaming up to stalk zebra and...
Did you know the lion's pale golden coat blends perfectly with the dry grassland?
Lions stalk their prey in packs. When they are close enough, they lunge at their victim, sink their teeth and claws into its flesh, and pull it down to the ground. They usually kill their prey by biting its throat. The pack of lions then settle down to eat at their leisure. They have sharp teeth that can tear off chunks of meat which are swallowed whole.
dangerous. The alligators in North... The lions... Where... The lionfish is one of the most poisonous creatures in the sea. Its lacy fins have hollow spines which contain a poison strong enough to kill even a large animal. The lionfish has a bold striped pattern on its body which warns other predators to...
Did you know there are more than 20,000 types of fish with bony skeletons, like the...
Where... This little frog from Madagascar looks very pretty with its golden coloring, but its skin contains a very strong poison. In South America, there are many similar frogs, all brightly colored. The native people of the Amazon use their poison on the tips.
Did you know a male mantella carries his tadpoles on his back? He guards them and later takes...
Where... The piranha is the most ferocious of all freshwater fish. Piranhas swim together in large groups called schools. Piranhas will surround their victim and then attack it using their triangular blade-like teeth. A school of piranhas can strip a large animal to the bone with...
Did you know the teeth of a piranha lock together perfectly, ensuring a...
Where... The huge, powerful polar bear lives alone in the snowy wastes of the Arctic. Polar bears eat mainly seals, searching for them below the ice by waiting at breathing holes. When the seal comes up for air, the polar bear swipes at its head with a huge paw and then pulls the seal.
Did you know polar bears can smell their prey from as far as 10 miles?
Where... The puma hunts at night, stalking silently through the mountain forests. When it spots a likely victim, the puma pounces from an overhanging tree or rock, grabs its prey with its long, sharp claws, and kills it with a single bite.
Did you know the puma is like an oversized small cat? It can purr like a...
Where... The enormous python is not poisonous, but its powerful coils are so strong that it can kill its prey in a few minutes. The python can eat quite large animals such as deer and goats. It throws its coils around its victim, quickly suffocating it. Then the python swallows its dinner.
Did you know the longest python ever found measured as long as 3 automobiles?
Where? The deadly rattlesnake is one of the fastest killers in the animal world. When it strikes, the lethal poison in its fangs can kill within minutes. The rattlesnake's rattling tail is a warning signal. When the rattlesnake is angry or scared, it shakes its tail.
Did you know most snakes lay eggs, but rattlesnakes give birth to live?
Where? A scorpion has a poisonous stinger at the end of its tail, which is sometimes strong enough to kill a large animal. Scorpions feed mainly on insects and other small creatures, which they grab with their pincers and tear apart. A scorpion's stinger is used mainly to defend itself.
Did you know there are more than 1,000 species of scorpion? All are poisonous, but only a few are deadly.
Where? This alligator snapping turtle has a very clever way of catching fish to eat. It sits still with its powerful jaws wide open, showing a red wriggling worm inside its mouth. The worm is really the turtle's tongue, but the fish finds out.
Did you know there are over 150 different types of turtle? Only 7 kinds.
Where? The black-necked spitting cobra is one of the most frightening poisonous snakes in the world. As well as biting its prey, the cobra can rear up and spit a jet of poison at its victim's face. It can hit its target from up to 20 feet.
Did you know baby cobras can kill as soon as they...
Where? Dangerous. The wings of a stingray are ordinary fins that have grown very large. Stingrays live on the beds of seas or rivers, buried in the sand so they cannot be seen. Here they wait to eat any passing fish or shellfish. The tail of a stingray has a spine that can pump venom.
Did you know the poison in the spine of some stingrays is powerful enough to kill...
Where? Tarantulas are slow-moving, hairy spiders that are so large people are often very frightened of them. A tarantula's bite will hurt you, but it is not poisonous. In fact, some people keep tarantulas as pets as they can become...
Did you know some South American tarantulas build webs large enough to catch small...
Where? The vampire bat gets its name because it sucks blood from animals and large birds. Like most types of bat, the vampire hunts at night. It lands close to its victim and approaches on all fours. Vampire bats need to feed for about 30 minutes.
Did you know the edges of a vampire bat's tongue are shaped to form a...
Where? This small fish lives on the seabed, lying mostly buried in the sand and silt, waiting for food to come by. When it is threatened, a weaver fish can defend itself very effectively by raising its dorsal fin spines. These are loaded with dangerous poison, which it injects in.
Did you know the favorite foods of weaverfish are shrimps, shellfish, and sand?
Where animal barn owls breed once a year, and the female bird lays between 4 and 7 eggs. Her nest may be in a crack in a rock or in a hollow tree trunk, but farm buildings such as barns are favorite places. The chicks hatch about 33 days after the.
Did you know a barn owl has fringed feathers that muffle the sound of its wing beats so it can hunt?
Where baby black bears, or cubs, are commonly born as twins. Black bears, however, are not always black. Some are brown, others are reddish, and some are almost white. Black bears are born in winter, when the mother bear is living off the fat she built up during the.
Did you know, after eating their fill in the fall, black bears sleep through the cold?
It's spring, and these two black bear cubs are full of energy. After spending 2 months in their den after birth, the cubs have come out frisky and boisterous. They'll stay with their mother for the next 2 years, and she will teach them to hunt.
Baby black bears, or cubs, are commonly born as twins. Black bears, however, are not always black. Some are brown, others are reddish, and some are almost white. Black bears are born in winter, when the mother bear is living off the fat she built up during the. Where black swans breed near large areas of water where they can swim and feed. Black swans usually lay about 5 or 6 eggs a year, and the babies start to swim and feed themselves almost as soon as they hatch. However, black swans cannot breed if their lakes and ponds.
Did you know special glands in a swan's skin produce oil to keep its feathers
Where blue tits have their babies when there are lots of caterpillars and grubs to feed them on. When they are born, blue tits are naked and have no feathers. They beg for food every time the parents fly back.
Did you know blue tits normally raise only a single clutch of eggs?
Where the mighty blue whale is the largest animal that has ever lived on Earth. Female blue whales give birth to a single calf. This calf can be up to 23 feet long. A baby blue whale feeds on its mother's milk until it is 7.
Did you know whales have a number of tiny animals that live on their skin, including whales?
Where the caiman crocodile is a reptile. The female builds a nest and lays about 40 eggs a year. Once they hatch, baby caimans eat small prey such as insects. The caiman is smaller than some other crocodiles, but can grow to.
Did you know caimans are in danger of dying out because people hunt them for their...
Where the cat is a very popular pet. Baby cats, known as kittens, are born unable to see or hear. The kittens snuggle together to keep warm, and the mother feeds and protects them. Within a few weeks, the kittens are able to hunt for their...
Did you know there are many different breeds of cat, including one with no...
Where... Caterpillars are the first stage of butterflies and moths. They look like grubs, but have legs to get them from leaf to leaf. Plant and tree leaves are their favorite food. This caterpillar will turn into a death's head hawk moth. It gets this name from a skull-shaped mark on the moth.
Did you know some caterpillars eat up to 25,000 times their own weight in...
Where... The chimpanzee is one of the world's cleverest animals. It can use stones as hammers and twigs to pry tasty termites out of their nests. Chimps hunt and live in close family groups, sleeping together in tree nests made...
Did you know chimpanzees normally walk on all fours, but they stand on their back?
Where... The sneaky cuckoo lays her eggs in other birds' nests. The cuckoo chick hatches out first and pushes the other eggs out of the nest. The new parents then look after the cuckoo chick until it is able to fend.
This bird's nest has been invaded. The larger egg on the right is a cuckoo's egg. Cuckoos lay their eggs in the nests of other birds so that their young are fed by other parents. The baby cuckoo pushes the other eggs out of the nest. It now has all the food to itself and quickly grows big and strong.
Animal... The sneaky cuckoo lays... Where... Baby deer, like this roe deer, are on their feet just hours after birth, ready to run away from danger if necessary. Herds of deer usually have only females and young deer in them. Adult males or bucks arrive for the breeding.
Did you know baby deer are known as...
Where... The dogfish is a small shark that lives at the bottom of the sea in shallow water. Female dogfish lay their eggs among clumps of seaweed. Each egg has an outer coat covered with tiny tendrils that hook into the seaweed. This keeps the eggs in place until the baby dog...
Did you know dogfish eggs take anywhere between 5 and 11 months?
Where... The young of the emperor angelfish are dark blue, with an attractive pattern of white lines, swirls, and spots. These markings help to hide the baby fish from predators as they swim in and out of the coral reefs where they live and among the underwater.
Did you know an emperor angelfish will grow to be about 12 in...
Where... Female emperor penguins lay a single egg, and the male carries it around on his feet, covered by a special flap of skin. When the chick hatches, the adults go off hunting for food. The chicks huddle together in groups, waiting for their parents.
Did you know penguins' feet are small so that they don't lose too much heat as they stand on the...
Where... The common frog starts life in water as a tiny tadpole, like the tadpoles in this picture. The tadpoles hatch out of clusters of jelly-like eggs, called frog spawn. Within a few weeks, the tadpole grows arms and legs, its tail shrinks, and it turns into...
Did you know a tadpole breathes through gills?
Where? Golden lion tamarins leap from branch to branch, searching for fruit, insects, small birds, eggs, and lizards to eat. Babies ride on the backs of their parents, holding on tightly to their lion-like...
Did you know tamarin fathers prepare solid food for their babies by softening and squashing it in their...
Where? Huge gorillas look scary, but they are gentle animals and devoted parents. Gorillas live in large family groups, led by one male. Baby gorillas are looked after by all the members of the group as it travels through the rainforest in search of leaves and plants.
Did you know older male gorillas are called silverbacks because the hair on their backs turns pale?
Where? Gray squirrels have 2 litters of babies a year, in early spring and summer. This is when there is plenty of food around for the adults to feed them. Squirrels enjoy all kinds of nuts, but they also eat insects and...
Did you know an adult gray squirrel eats about 2 ounces of nuts?
Where? The harvest mouse is one of the smallest rodents any...
Did you know...
The harvest mouse is one of the smallest rodents anywhere in the world. A full-grown harvest mouse weighs only 1/4 ounce, and baby mice weigh much less than this when they are born. A female harvest mouse gives birth to a litter of up to 12 babies.
Did you know the main enemies of harvest mice are owls and
Where? Baby horses, or foals, can stand on their spindly legs soon after they are born. They start to follow their mothers after a few hours. Foals drink their mother's milk for about their first...
Did you know the first ancestors of horses were alive more than 50 million years?
Where? Baby koalas spend a lot of time safely holding on to their mothers' backs. Koalas eat nothing but the leaves and tips of certain types of eucalyptus.
Did you know after being born, a baby koala spends the next 6 months in its mother?
Where? Ostriches are very good parents. Several female ostriches lay their eggs in a single nest, and one ostrich sits on all the eggs. When the chicks hatch out, they are looked after in large groups called creches. A male ostrich keeps them safe, even sheltering them from the rain with his...
Did you know ostriches are the world's largest...
Where? Baby red-legged partridges are born in the spring, and there can be 12 eggs in a clutch. Before hatching, the eggs are kept warm by the parents sitting on the nest. Partridges can fly, but they usually...
Did you know red-legged partridges usually eat seeds, but they also catch insects and small...
Where? Red fox cubs are born in an underground home called an earth. At birth, they are no bigger than mice. At first, they drink their mother's milk and stay safely in their cozy nest. Later, they trot out of the earth at night, and their mother teaches them to hunt for their...
Did you know a female fox is called a...
Where baby reindeer have to be able to run with the herd just a few hours after they are born. In some countries, reindeer walk hundreds of miles looking for food, and if the babies cannot keep up, they must be left behind. Reindeer eat grass.
Did you know not all reindeer are the same color? Some are black, brown, or gray, while others are near...
Where the sand gecko is a type of lizard. The adult female lays her eggs in cracks between rocks. Like most other reptiles, baby sand geckos hatch as miniature versions of their parents. They are able to feed and look after themselves and can have babies of their own in 8.
Did you know some species of geckos can produce chirping and clicking?
Where seals normally come ashore only to breed, and they give birth on rocky, isolated coasts or on the ice pack. Baby seals, called pups, feed on their mother's milk. The milk is very rich, and they grow quickly. All seals have thick layers of blubber under the skin to keep...
Did you know a seal's body and flippers are covered in...
Where smews are a type of duck. A female lays between 6 and 10 eggs. She uses a hole in a tree rather than building a nest. Smews dive underwater for small fish. Their beaks are good at holding...
Did you know smews dive for fish for about 25 minutes at a time? They then rest for 5 minutes before...
Where when a wallaby is born, it is so small you can hardly see it. Using its front paws, it climbs up its mother's stomach fur and into her pouch. Here the wallaby is warm and safe and can spend all its time...
Did you know the most common type of wallaby in zoos is the red-necked...
Weasels usually have 1 or 2 litters. When a wallaby... Where weasels usually have 1 or 2 litters a year. Each litter has 4 or 5 young, and they are born in an underground nest. Weasels eat meat, but young weasels suckle milk from their mother. Weasels and their close relatives all have long, slender bodies and...
Did you know male weasels are nearly always bigger than female...
Where animal dis... The shape of the angel shark gives a clue about its lifestyle. When the shark settles at the bottom of the water and shakes sand over itself, its flat, sandy-colored body all but disappears. This disguise fools small fish, and when they swim too close, the shark darts out and...
Did you know angel sharks are also known as...
Where the Asian painted frog's mottled skin coloring helps it to blend in with leaves, wet earth, and tree bark. At one time, this frog lived mainly in forests, but today it is nearly always found close to houses. In dry weather, it can even...
Did you know a frog must keep its skin moist? Otherwise, it...
Where the bobcat prowls through scrub and forests in search of its prey. Its spotted coat helps it to blend in with trees and rocks during the day, but it usually hunts after dark. Bobcats prefer to eat rabbits and birds, but they will eat almost any...
Did you know the markings on a bobcat's face make it look as if it is...
Where The chameleon is a tree-climbing lizard and a quick-change artist. Special cells in the chameleon's skin help it to change color to match its surroundings. Camouflaged like this, the chameleon waits for insects to pass by, then catches them with its long...
Did you know the chameleon has long pincer-like toes, which it uses to grip onto trees?
Where? The crested tinamou's dull mottled brown plumage helps disguise it as it scuttles around its flat grassland habitat. The tinamou is very bad at flying, and if it spots an enemy, it will usually creep off and hide rather than...
Did you know the tinamou often crash lands or bumps into things while it...
Where? A gaboon viper's coloring and zigzag skin patterns seem very vivid, but the viper is nearly invisible in the dappled light of the forest where it lives. Hidden among the leaves on the forest floor, the viper waits for rats, frogs, and birds to pass by, which it then...
Did you know most snakes would much rather slither away than attack a...
Where? The giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. Its long neck helps it to reach leaves and twigs at the top of trees. Despite its size, the giraffe is very well camouflaged by its patchwork coat, which is difficult to see as it moves between...
Did you know giraffes give birth standing up? So the calf starts life by dropping 5 feet to...
Where? The pattern on a glass frog's back looks like a cluster of frogs' eggs. Glass frogs lay their eggs on leaves, which they guard until the eggs hatch. Their camouflage protects them from predators while they sit with their eggs and allows them to feed on unsuspecting passing...
Did you know most of the world's frogs live in tropical rain...
Where? Horntails look like wasps, but they live in a different way. The female uses a special tube to drill into trees and then lays an egg inside. When the egg hatches, it turns into a grub, which tunnels its way out of the wood. After many months, it turns into an adult and...
Did you know the female horntail looks dangerous, but she is actually harmless and does not...
Where? Jaguars are the largest cats in South America. They have yellow or reddish-brown coats with beautiful dark spots, which make it difficult for the animals they hunt to see them. Jaguars are good climbers and also excellent swimmers. They normally...
Did you know jaguars eat a varied diet of capybaras, otters, mountain sheep, deer, birds...
Where? The katydid is very hard to spot as it perches on twigs and plant stems. Its body has exactly the same coloring, shape, and markings as a real leaf. Even its legs are twig-shaped. As a final touch, the katydid has a few brown patches, mimicking a...
Did you know all insects have 6...
Where? Leaf-tail. The complicated markings and weird shape of the leaf-tailed gecko make it invisible when it presses itself close against the bark of a tree. Like other geckos, this lizard has sucker-like pads on its toes. These enable it to grip smooth surfaces and walk upside down along.
Did you know the leaf-tailed gecko can change its color? It makes itself darker at night and lighter during...
Where the eight-legged octopus can hide almost anywhere. In a few seconds, it can change color to match rocks, sand, pebbles, or seaweed. If an octopus is attacked, it squirts a cloud of black ink into the water. This confuses its enemy and gives the octopus time.
Did you know the octopus squeezes into caves and rocky crevices and waits to grab crabs and fish as they...
Where the bold stripes on the okapi's legs help to disguise its outline in its shady rainforest habitat. This camouflage protects the okapi from enemies such as the leopard. The okapi browses on leaves, which it pulls from trees and bushes with its...
Did you know the okapi's tongue is so long that it can clean its whole...
Where owl, the enormous owl butterfly is as big as a small bird. Its wings have huge round markings on them, just like the eyes of a fierce owl. These special eye spots make predators think that the owl butterfly is more dangerous than it...
Did you know there are over 150,000 different types of butterflies?
Where there are over 100 types of perch living in rivers and lakes, and many more than this in the sea. Some perch like to swim in and out of underwater grasses and tree roots. Here, the dark bars of color on their sides act as a camouflage, helping them to blend in with the...
Did you know there are nearly 7,000 types of perch and perch-like fish?
Where the coloring and shape of pipefish make them very difficult to see among the seaweed and sea grasses of their shallow water habitats. The male pipefish has a special pouch on its belly. The female pipefish lays its eggs in this pouch, where they remain until...
Did you know pipefish are closely related to sea...
Where predators have to search very carefully to find this clever flatfish on the seabed. In a few seconds, the place can change color to match the background it is lying on. To perfect its disguise, the place hides its shape by flicking sand and pebbles.
Did you know plaice live near the seashore for the first few years of their lives, but later they move to deep...
Where polka dot. This tropical fish is completely covered with spots. As it gets older, the spots get bigger. It lives in coral reefs and feeds on fish smaller than itself. When it is hunting, it often swims vertically with its head...
Did you know groupers can be cannibals? Small groupers are careful not to let large ones get to...
Where the ptarmigan lives and breeds high up on cold mountainsides. During the snowy winter, the ptarmigan's feathers are white. In spring, the female ptarmigan grows mottled brown feathers. These hide her from predators as she sits...
Did you know ptarmigans sometimes keep themselves warm at night by burrowing in...
Where a sandfish is not a fish at all, but a type of lizard. Sandfish are burrowing animals that spend most of their day digging tunnels under the sand. Here they hunt for beetles and millipedes. The color of their skin makes sandfish difficult to see when they are...
Did you know? The sandfish got its name because it appears to swim through...
Where? Saturniid. This moth belongs to the Saturniid family of moths. Its markings look like tree bark, so when it lands on a tree, it simply disappears. Other Saturniids have eye spots on their wings to frighten predators. Some Saturniid moths have the largest wingspan of any...
Did you know? The mouths of some Saturniid moths are either too small or missing altogether, so they can't...
Where? The sea lemon is a close relative of slugs and snails. It crawls over the seabed on its sucker-like foot and scrapes away sponges with its tiny teeth. The sea lemon's mottled colors and bumpy skin help to camouflage it against the pebbles and sand. If threatened, it pulls in it.
Did you know the sea lemon breathes through a set of feathery gills on its back, which it can hide away if it...
Where? The snowshoe hare lives in evergreen forests in cold parts of North America. In summer, the snowshoe hare's furry coat is brown to blend in with rocks and earth. In winter, when snow falls, the snowshoe hare's coat turns white to match...
Did you know baby hares are called...
Where? The snowy owl glides silently above the frozen wastes of the far north, swooping down on small animals and seizing them with its powerful talons. Snowy owls nest out in the open, where their white plumage camouflages them among the snow.
Did you know an owl's wing feathers are fringed in a special way so that it can fly?
Where? Stick, is it a twig or an insect? The stick insect's perfect disguise means that if it stays completely still during the day, it cannot be seen by predators. At night, when it is safer to move around, the stick insect feeds on leaves.
Did you know all insects have a hard outer covering called an exoskeleton?
Where? The powerful tiger is the largest of all the big cats. A tiger's boldly striped coat helps it to hide among the plants and trees of dense forests. The tiger silently stalks its prey and then pounces, killing its victim with a single bite.
Did you know tigers are strong swimmers and will wade in rivers to...
Where? The white-lipped tree frog's green coloring is ideal for hiding on leaves and twigs in the tropical rainforests where it lives. This agile little frog is perfectly suited to living in the trees. It even has special sticky pads on its feet to help it climb.
Did you know a tree frog's huge eyes enable it to spot insects in the shady...
Where? The long, thin vine snake wraps itself around tree branches and stays completely still. Disguised like this, it looks just like a piece of jungle vine. When something tasty, like a bird or lizard, strays too near, the vine snake springs into action, grabbing its victim with light...
Did you know the digestive juices of most snakes are so strong that they can dissolve...
Where? A zebra's disguise helps to protect it from its enemies. Zebras live in large groups called herds. Each zebra has a unique pattern of bold stripes on its body. As the herd moves around, predators such as lions can't tell where one zebra ends and another...
Did you know know, zebras may kick out to defend themselves and are capable of smashing a lion.
Where?
Well guys, that wraps up this gameplay of Amazing Animals. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below which animal did you enjoy learning about and what minigame did you like. And of course, subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. Don't forget the playlist in the description box to see all the other DK games on this channel. Remember, you are special and loved, you are never alone, and you're always welcome to come back and hang out anytime. Until the next video, God bless. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.